CMPRadio.net. It's the station. CMPRadio.net, the voice of Chester.
Leanne Kruger delivered the first child care credit in Pennsylvania history. She fought to decrease property taxes for our seniors and for new tax breaks for seniors. Leanne has delivered historic funding for Delco schools, for mental health programs, and school safety. Leanne Kruger is a strong voice for women against the extremists who want to take away our freedoms. Leanne Kruger, she listens, she works hard, she represents our Delco values.
Paid for by Leanne 4PA.
I need to get to the engine to take control of this train.
Recapping the week like no one else.
So that's Dennis Mola. That's Dennis who? Dennis Mola. Mola? Mola. M-O-L-L-A. Mola. Yeah. Okay. September 2020. That picture with him in the mask is from September 2020. Okay. This is him on the news the next day. Yeah.
In the garage and trucks of a Brooklyn Center family last night.
They believe it was because of the Trump 2020 flags that were draped over them. Family says that they were sleeping when a large explosion woke them up.
I heard just a big loud boom or a bang. And the first thing for me was my kids, my wife. What's going on?
Deanna Mola snapped these images of her family's garage, trucks, and trailer as they burned shortly after 3 this morning. Graffiti on the garage said Biden 2020, BLM, and the anarchy symbol of an A with a circle around it.
That's the main thing. All this is material. It's all material. It's not as important as our family.
The family was also able to save 4 puppies from the smoke-filled garage. Their home suffered minor damage. They can't believe someone targeted them for their political beliefs.
It just shocked me. This kind of stuff should not happen, especially over beliefs of some sort.
One of the couple's surveillance cameras was blocked just before the explosion. Other surveillance cameras have been turned over to authorities.
This happened in September 2020. Okay, what's new? Funny you should ask, Pete. Because, Tuesday he just pled guilty to 1 count of wire fraud, fraudulent insurance claim for staged arson. That's according to a statement from the U.S. Department of Justice. That's not fake news, ladies and gentlemen. How about that?
It's the D train
I'm on train 681. We've been hijacked.
with Darren DeVoue.
Hello and good morning, and it's another beautiful day in Pennsylvania. Welcome aboard, folks. You're on the D Train with Darren DeVoue on CMPRadio.net. It's the station. Join. Oh, there's no.
There you go. Like glass, right?
Joined in the studio by the always present Uncle P. P. Yo, my first homecoming first homecoming. I've been in Chester for 2 years, but this is the first homecoming that I attended. Yeah, right. yeah. So it was a different experience. It took me a while to get in the game. You ain't tell me. You ain't tell me Biden was coming.
Oh, man, listen.
Dude, listen. Between the security and the lines, I was looking around for the motorcade.
The lines be long, you feel me? Everybody's trying to get in the game. Yeah, it was definitely a dope experience yesterday.
And that's the thing, too. Everybody was trying to get in. I don't know about that, because then I'm sitting there and I'm looking at the packed stands. I'm like, wow, this is cool. Like, this is a pretty packed home. Yeah. And I'm hearing the festivities in that parking lot behind Jet Field going on. And I'm thinking to myself, well, what's that DJ playing for? I mean, everybody's in here right now. No, Darren,
No.
There was a throng of people out there.
Yes, there was.
Plenty.
Yes, there was. They said it was 24,000 people.
I can believe it.
I think that was the number, if I'm not mistaken. 24,000 people is a lot of people, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole lot of people. So.
And you know what? That's what was really cool for me as a not only as a Philly expatriate, but also, as Pete often brings up, someone who attended high school in a small town in Pennsylvania. But I was like, look at this. It's like all these people know each other through the years, and know each other by face and name, and
Yeah.
it's like Blossburg meant Africa. This is a beautiful thing I'm looking at right now.
It's like who?
Blossburg, that was the town that I went to.
That has nothing. It's like Chester.
No,
Meets
no.
Chester.
Well,
no.
You're missing my.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blossburg in Africa. Seriously, I don't get that. No.
There was a sea of black. Sea of
Oh.
black folks. Hello.
Oh. And no drama
And that's.
until the end.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'd already left.
Damn.
Somebody called me and said, "Yo, bro, you left with your positivity, bro. They tripping."
Damn. I left right after the Clippers scored. I left. Well, once the broadcast died because the equipment died on us.
And that's
Beginning
my
of the fourth.
That's my fault.
There you go. Way to own it. Because I ain't want to do like when I mess up and I'm like, yeah, I messed up, and then P still get on me. All right. I'm like, no, I'm going to just.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just
You can give it to me. That was my fault. You know, I had the iPad charged up. You feel me? I forgot to bring the other one. You know. And
okay.
There's so many things that you know what,
Yeah,
and
you know
I'm
what?
have
You
a
need
checklist.
a Either that or you need somebody behind you calling you. Yo,
absolutely. it is.
Can I volunteer for
absolutely.
This? Oh man, that'd
absolutely.
Be fun.
I mean, I accept.
Yo,
I know that I need help. Right, I can't.
Right,
it's not as small as it was when I first started.
Right,
you know what I mean. I'm not doing it off a phone. You know what I mean. Like it's different things, and it's going to evolve from there. You feel me? Because I'm looking at the cameras the guys was using yesterday. You feel me? To film.
Oh
the game.
yeah.
I'm like, yo, I need them joints, bro. Like we really need to step our game up. But guess what? It's gonna happen.
Yes, sir.
You feel me? Like I pray. I mean, inshallah, everything works out the way it's supposed to work out.
I left right. Clippers went up 6-0. Right. 2-point conversion failed.
Absolutely.
Man, that was a slug. We'll get to that in a moment. But yeah, you said I left right there, and you said drama jumped off it towards the end.
Yeah, towards the end.
Oh, that's everybody all right.
Yeah,
just a little skirmish.
A little skirmish. Then they said somebody, there was some activity with a gun on 8th Street. So,
okay,
I got to call my man and see what happened there.
Yeah, actually, last night I was on my way to here, like around 11 something, and I was coming down 9th Street right after the high school. What is that? There's a couple of bars right there. I'm coming east or north or east on 9th Street.
I don't know what you're talking about.
9th Street, you pass the high school, you pass that to-go beer spot.
Right.
And there's a bar or hookah lounge or something. Yeah. And I saw a whole bunch of, like the cops had it blocked off. I was like, oh, let me turn this UV and come back around. Because, that was around like 11:30 or so. No, 11.
I was already asleep.
Yeah, you were.
I was done.
Yeah, I know.
I was done.
Yeah. Trying to call P to get into the studio.
And it's like, that's not going to happen.
Your call has been doing.
Yeah, definitely.
Your call has been.
Right, come on, man. I'm sorry. I apologize. Again, that's my fault, bro. I was tired, man. I was up at 5 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean?
Right.
Trying to get everything together. Came here and saw that everything wasn't charged. Had to allow things to charge. You feel me? Then I had to go on there and set up everything. So it's definitely work, bro.
Oh,
it's definitely work. It don't happen by not doing anything, and that's my fault because I really wasn't prepared as I thought I was.
Right on.
You know what I mean? So,
are we ever? You know what I mean?
So next year, because of my supreme letdown to myself, I owe the city of Chester, I owe homecoming, I owe the kids because I wasn't able to get the full game. And there were so many people watching the game, watching my lives. You feel me? So now I know.
Yeah, I saw that. What happened? I was like, oh man, the jaw started blowing up. I took my phone, was just like,
What happened to the live? The live that went down during the game yesterday is my fault. But again, like I said, CMP Radio is a community radio station. It's not really for profit. You know what I mean? I've been doing it for 5 years. You feel me? Right. There's no real money in it. So, the money that comes into it has to come from the community. And if the community doesn't see a reason to pour money into it, it's not for me, bro. I have 3 jobs. You know what I mean? Like to make money for me and my kids. I'm good.
Kids.
You feel me? Like, if we appreciate cmpradio.net, we should show that we appreciate it. You know what I mean? It's important. So we're selling T-shirts.
Oh, yes.
Pull up the T-shirt.
Well, speaking of homecoming.
Right.
We have a little pack here, little fun homecoming 2022 pack here.
Right.
It's $30 for a Chester homecoming bag, CMP radio.
Inside that bag, you get a lovely T-shirt. You feel me? Homecoming 2022.
As well as
2 bracelets.
2 bracelets.
You feel me? CMP Radio. It's the station, the voice of Chester.
And
you get a pen.
To write down numbers, like anybody
just
does.
in case you want to write down anything.
Actually, I needed a pen yesterday too. So $30 for this kid. This is cool too, P. Yeah. Any employee discount or no?
Yeah.
No.
It's $60 for employees.
I think we got 2 different definitions of discount. We got to work on that.
No, my mom hit me up yesterday. She said, "Can I get that shirt?" I said, "You got $30." She said, "Oh my God!" I said, "Listen, I can't discount this. You feel me? Like I don't feel as though I should."
Oh no! I paid a fair price of $30. Does it come in medium? What is this here? Train. This is a small right here. So just to give you perspective, this is a small. And remember, I know I'm a pretty bulky guy. Wouldn't you? No. Wouldn't say. I'm not Jack. No.
Scarecrow.
Oh.
Jack for a scarecrow. Right.
I'm a muscly skinny.
Right. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, man. That was one last thing about the home. I loved how I'd never seen anything like that before with the cheerleaders and all the alumni. They got up there and they were kicking it. Oh man, ladies, you haven't lost a step.
No, they haven't. They really haven't. Shout out to the alumni cheerleaders. Shout out to Miss Karen Meyer, man, who's running the cheerleaders right now, man. It's important that we give everybody, the cheerleaders, the football team, you feel me? The DJs, DJs that were out there. Shout out to Corey Long, shout out to Kenny Rad, shout out to everybody, man. Mr. Homecoming himself, DJ Santana, you feel me? Doughboy, DJ Diz, you feel me? Like everybody was out there yesterday. DJ Darrell, all the DJs were out there rocking.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And
Absolutely.
you know what, as I was walking up towards the gate, and I heard I could hear one. As I'm approaching, I'm hearing one DJ, then I'm hearing TQP. I'm like, are we about to have a DJ off in the parking lot? Like, what's going on over here?
Yeah. Well, we had 2 DJs. We had 05's DJ was in the middle, and that's where all the other DJs were. Then down at the end, 1986 had their DJs, Kenny Rad.
Oh, so each class.
DJ Vinny, you feel me? And then over to the side, there were I think 1993 had a DJ,
all right,
or just a radio with speakers. You feel me? So my plan is next year to have a stage out there, not a big stage, but a place where we could put 4 or 5 chairs up there, have some microphones out there, and let the podcasts be out there and just talking to people, right? Different podcasts, and then also having 2 televisions out there. You feel me? So we can watch the game
in its entirety.
and that idea comes from my man Gerald Harrell, right? I saw he posted that yesterday. So what I did yesterday when I got done is I went through the live and I was just looking at all the comments and everything that everybody was saying. It was definitely dope, man. It was definitely a dope feeling. We got 4,000 people just on my live, right? And people want to be involved. Right. You know what I mean? People that don't live here anymore still want to see people.
Oh, I'm sure. So you can see that, like I said, small town meets black folks, and you can see it all throughout the stadium, throughout the streets. Right. As I'm on 9th Street walking up because there was no parking. Forget about it.
If you don't get there
I felt lucky to get the spot I got, and I was still more than a quarter mile from the stadium.
Literally, now people parking all the way down on 9, all the way up to the Bennett, all the way down to the A+. You feel me? Literally, it was jam packed yesterday.
Oh, that was another thing. So I parked. That was where I'm walking past this sign, and I see Bennett Homes. I was like, that's the Bennett that the locals be referred to.
Right.
Okay,
you got the sightseeing at the same time. You feel me? I mean, tourism at its best, at its finest, man. But
I tell you what, man, that was awesome because, like I said, I felt like beforehand, 2 locals had told me, yo, you better get there early if you blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And then I got there, and then I was like, they just exaggerating up until I got there. And then I was like, up. And now I know.
Listen.
And knowing's half the battle.
And that's it. G.I. Joe. Right. But literally, I just want to thank everybody that came together yesterday. The class of 1999. So, Sam and Mid, when they started this was 2015.
No fooling.
And they were the only ones out there for homecoming.
No fooling. I would have thought y'all been doing this for like 2 decades.
No.
Like when I wrote. Okay. Interesting.
Literally 7 years. So I want to give a huge shout out to him, right? For first of all, coming out, not really making it a big deal, but, saying, all right, I'm out here. And then the next year, he brought his class out, 1993, I think, was the other class that was out there with him as well.
Same year I graduated.
You feel me? And then, things just started a snowball effect. Everything just started to go downhill, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger every year. So, I just want to thank everybody that came out, had a pleasant attitude. Everybody was shaking hands. Everybody was happy. I got a couple people come up to me and say, "Why my face so mad?" I'm not mad. I'm good. I'm just watching. You feel me? I'm surveying the area. You feel me? I didn't have a drink yesterday. You know what I mean? Till it was all over, and I went in the house. I got some food from Hum Diggity's. He got an awesome bus, bro. He got a bus, like a full-fledged, long-ass school bus with all his equipment on there. So shout out to him for everything that he's doing.
Tight. I always wanted a food truck.
Yeah. And listen, the food was banging, man. He tried to feed me earlier. I said, nah, Hamza, if you feed me now, I'm going to sleep. I'm out. It was a whole cheese steak. He was like, nah, take this.
Onset of a condition known as the itis.
Yes, absolutely, because that was a big sandwich he was trying to give me. I said, nah, bro, I'll see you when I'm done. You feel me? Shout out to Jamil and his wife, bro. They were out there cooking for their class, right? I got some noodles and some chicken and some salmon. You feel me? Like, it was definitely a dope event yesterday, and I want to thank everybody that made it possible, because without them, it wouldn't have happened.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean? So everybody had their libations after. I think they went to Boots and Bonnets, had a nice time.
And you know what? That was another thing I was curious about, because a lot of times I drive past.
Yeah, Gerald.
A lot of times I drive past Boots and Bonnets on my way to and from work.
Right.
And so last night on my way home, I was like, oh, I better hopping in there tonight. They need a valet service at Boots and Bonnets.
And the question was, if you left homecoming after being out there all day, if you were one of the first people to get there 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, you parked in.
And you're at Boots and Bonnets, I hope you took a time out to go take a shower, because I know that joint was kicking. You feel me? Not to say anything's wrong, but, you was out there all day.
Right,
out there all day, hustling and bustling, man, getting your tent set up, claiming your spot. You feel me? Like, it was definitely a dope event, man. So thank you to everybody. Shout out to Chester High. The football team, man, they won yesterday 24 to nothing. You feel me? Doing what they always do.
And that was rivalry, like they always talk about with division games.
Last year,
they brought it.
Yeah. Last year they got us. Yeah, this year we got them.
Right. And I was watching. They got some playmakers.
They
on
definitely
defense.
do. They definitely do. It was 0-0 all the way up to halftime.
And as a rivalry it was a slugfest.
Right. It was. And then we found out.
They found the stride.
That right hook. You feel me? That right hook is vicious, bro. When that thing hits you, you're done. You're done for. So shout out to the Clippers.
Brown had to get the scoring going for Chester. That finish on the Brown caught a pass over the middle.
Okay.
Had a sweet finish on it up at the goal line, reaching out for the cone there.
Yeah. Shout out to all the players, man. Shout out to the coaching staff, man. The coaching staff is impeccable. A lot of young men on that coaching staff that played football.
And I watched them throughout the game communicating with the team. Like, I watched how
the kids can relate.
Yeah.
At no time should the coaching staff be a staff of barking orders.
Right.
It should be relatability.
That's what the strength and conditioning coach is for.
That's it. It should be relatability. You understand what I'm saying? I understand where you come from, because I come from the same area you come from. But this is what got me to college. Working hard. You know what I mean? Having a goal and pushing that through will get you into college, man. Make sure your grades are good. You feel me? So D1s don't have a problem with looking at you. You feel me? If you want to make it, you want to get out of here, you want to bring something back to the city, you got to leave. You feel me? You can't bring anything back from the city that's already here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. So, let's keep this thing going, man. Let's keep the attitude going, man. Grab a shirt. Support cmpradio.net so we can continue to do everything that we do for the community, man. I ain't stopping no matter what. So if I got to keep forking it up, it's just going, it's going to be exclusive. So I'm trying to figure out how to get a whole setup, 2 TVs, the stage. So I got to hit my man and see how much that's going to cost, how much that's going to run.
Okay, because the TVs you would need would be larger than what.
Yeah. So I'm like some really big TVs. We rent them joints just for the. I guess we would have to rent them for a whole day. You feel me? From like 5 to 5. You know what I mean? 5 in the morning, get everything set up, and just finish it off like that, man. So, see Pride, man. Let's do it next year.
See Pride was on full display yesterday.
Yeah. 2023 homecoming. But now you can get back to your show.
No, it's all good, man. It's all good. Yeah. So, finish at Academy Park next weekend at home. No, I'm sorry. Finish at home against Academy Park
next week. Next week's the last game?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I saw on the schedule. Yeah.
Playoffs.
And then playoffs after that. So I don't know how to forecast who Chester might potential opponents for 6A.
Yeah, you gotta look that up.
Yeah.
We're 5A, aren't we?
The 5A. Okay, because Downingtown West is 6A.
Them corn-fed, they some big jokers.
Yeah, they had some size.
They some big jokers, man.
Yeah.
But we already went through that. We understand what we have to do, the type of mentality that we have to go into that game. You feel me?
And that's the thing I thought was interesting because, I mean, these two schools are within, I mean, hell, on a good day, you could walk from one high school to
Chichester
to Chester. Yeah. So I'm sure there's plenty of cross.
Oh, absolutely.
Plenty of
a lot of
a
friends,
Civil War almost.
A lot of friends,
a lot of families.
They played Pee Wee football together, Weight League football together,
right.
And they just go into different situations.
I thought that was quite.
No love lost.
Cool.
A lot of parents who graduated from Chester High was one young
lady.
I
saw the T-shirts with the.
She was like, proud Chester High graduate, but
Chichester mom.
Mama Chichester football mom. You feel me? And we listen. We appreciate all of that, man. At the end of the day, coming together as one. And I was just looking at the crowd, man. And I just got real political real quick. I said, imagine if all of us just agreed to vote one way, the things that could change for the city of Chester. You understand what I'm saying? Like, things like this could be every day if we just come together and agree. Listen, we want this person in. We put that person in office, things change. Right. Period.
That person doesn't get corrupted.
If we're the only city in the city of Chester, then we have the most people. In the city.
Oh, you're saying for Delaware County?
In Delaware County, we have the most people. I want somebody to name a city. You can't. Name a municipality that has more people than Chester. You can't. So we should run it, and we will. So let's get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you talking about?
Well, 8-1 now.
8-1.
And again, Academy Park next week, and we're going to be there, P.
Yeah.
And we'll in its entirety.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll be there in its entirety.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yo, speaking of local teams on the gridiron, what about them Birds, man?
What about them Birds? They have the day off, man.
Yeah, last weekend was a beautiful thing.
Was it?
Yeah.
It was?
Oh, man, it was Cowboys weekend.
It was a Cowboy beating?
Yo, they beat up on the Cowboys last Sunday.
Absolutely.
So, which I always find hilarious. One thing I find, Dak Prescott, he's playing tonight, I think.
He's going to break that thumb again.
And that's the thing. Well, see, Jared was always known for going around the locker room, especially the injured players. Like, guy could be in a cast. Jerry Jones would be like, the team needs you out there.
Right.
So when Prescott got injured, and Jones is talking about, I don't mind a quarterback controversy, and then you turn around, Cooper Rush starts playing half decent. And so Jared doesn't have to do is, we need you in there. He can now look at Prescott and go, you better get in there before I get this boy your spot.
He did it last night.
Right.
I know he did.
He got you better get in there talk. Oh, man, last weekend, Mike Tomlin represented too. Beating cheating-ass Tom Brady and them sorry-ass Buccaneers last weekend. Oh, that was a beautiful thing and an upset. You see cheating-ass Tom Brady throwing a fit on the whole sideline?
No,
yeah, cussing out his O-line. That's a locker room discussion, in my opinion. Because, I mean, otherwise it's performance art.
Is it?
Yeah, definitely. And I tell you what, they talk about how the whole situation with him and his wife, he should have stayed, or whatever the iffiness with the retirement. I don't think it was this whole I think the wife wanted him to play. I don't think she wanted him to keep around because the more he stayed around, the more he was dipping in her Botox. You know what I mean? He's taking the whole Botox for the whole family because he cheating ass Tom Brady. He got to cheat at everything.
You just don't like that.
Cheating ass.
You don't like him. Man.
No.
You got to get over that.
Wait, what?
You got to get over that.
Oh, no. I'll live with it because, listen.
I don't like your jerk-off name. I don't like your jerk-off face. I don't like your jerk-off behavior. And I don't like you, jerk-off. That's about all I have to say on Tom Brady for this. Or I'm sorry, cheating ass Tom Brady for the show. Next, P, listen to this. Your father.
Emma. I am.
Oh, your father. I've never gotten like I used to be tripping on the roads, folks, you know, but I've learned to settle down a bit more. Probably got more zen with it as I've advanced in age, right? But we've done some bad road rage stories lately. And this one is a little bad as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
What did he do?
These are two fathers. And where did this happen at? This was in, it had to be Nassau County, Florida. There we go.
Florida.
Yeah. Well,
Two Florida.
Yeah. These guys got real Florida with it. All right. This is William Joseph Hale, and this is Frank Gilliard Allison. All right. Hale was driving the Ram that we're going to be referring to in the story. Allison was driving the Murano that we're going to be referring to. So they were driving north on US 1 in the Jacksonville area. And then 911 was getting calls about both cars speeding, driving erratically, and brake checking each other. The driver of the Ram, which is Hale, got up alongside the Murano, rolled the window down, and began shouting at the driver of the Murano to pull over. A passenger of the Murano then rolled down a window and made an obscene gesture. We can guess what that is. And the driver of the Murano rolled down his window to shout back at the other driver when a plastic bottle was thrown from the Ram into the Nissan. The driver of the Murano then grabbed his .45 caliber semi-automatic weapon and fired one shot at the Ram, which went through the rear passenger door on the right side.
Oh, yeah, it's over for you now.
Oh, he struck the 5-year-old daughter that was sitting in the back seat. Yeah. The driver of the Ram
stops the car,
realizing one of his passengers had been shot as the Murano sped closer to Murano and began firing several shots from his Glock 43 9mm semi-auto, one of which went through the rear of the vehicle and struck the 14-year-old girl that was sitting in the back seat, causing her to suffer a collapsed lung. According to the Dodge driver, he shot everything that was in the magazine, 7 or 8 rounds. Yeah. The mother of one of the children was shot, could be heard on a 911 call. My daughter's been shot, please help me. A child can also be heard weeping on the call. Keeps going. Both drivers continued heading north. Sheriff said they spotted a patrol car and stopped. That's when, according to the sheriff's department, the two drivers got out, started arguing and fighting with each other, with the deputies trying to step in and break up the fight. You know what? Because they've already exchanged shots, but yet they're still throwing down. Hold on. I got distracted by Gerald's because my Falcons beat Bucks today. It's all over. Falcons are playing the Bucks today. Damn.
How you telling the story and get distracted by people's...
My bad. Oh, yeah. So, listen, I've been there, where you just don't want to let it go. Like somebody got you started. You're like, no, F that. Like what I'm about to do with P right now. No, I ain't going to smack. But no, we've been there, right? But right now you got 2 hit kids. But each of them, they essentially shot each other's daughter. The one dude had his family, like I said, the one dude had his wife in the car with the kids, so he's got the whole family throwing down on the streets like they're in some kind of action movie and shit. Allison Callahan and Hale of Douglas, Georgia, they were both arrested, and they're both looking at attempted murder charges. Booked into Nassau County Jail, but have since bonded out. I know, right?
And they say we crazy.
Shoot.
Dang.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
It
jumped up a notch.
It did, didn't it?
Yeah, I stabbed a man in the heart.
Yeah, man.
It typically does.
Yeah, all the time, you know, before you know it. And that's that. And then somebody saying, no, forget that. No, he got me, what did they say now? He got me in my bag. Yeah, there you go. We've done stories before, P, on the mistaken, like we've done funerals, right? And remember we did a story where the family went to go look at the viewing and they had the right dress.
Wrong
body, right? Well, folks, can you imagine you go to a funeral home, and funerals suck anyway, because, I mean, yeah, there's sort of a celebration of the person's life, but it sucks because you got to let the person go. Well, what if you go to a funeral home to prepare for the viewing that you've ordered and they ain't got that body? They ain't got that body because it got cremated.
Say it again.
It got cremated 9 days earlier. 26-year-old Jorge Hernandez, he died of a drug overdose on October 7th, being taken to the Glendale Adventist Medical Center. His body was picked up by the coroner's office to determine the cause. The family began planning a funeral and private viewing for Hernandez until coroner's officials called them to say, yeah, we had a big oopsie. We cremated Jorge by mistake. Well, coroner's office folks have said the mistake happened because the incident happened because there's a shortcoming. They've got a backlog at the coroner's office, and the backlog is caused by staffing shortages. The backlog has sparked complaints from not only families, but law enforcement officials as well, due to frequent errors. Yeah, Jorge is not the first one they've done by mistake recently. But that's on the coroner though, not the funeral home. Keep in mind. So, I mean, I don't know if that's. I'd imagine you'd have to file for some kind of compensation. No. I mean, you were going to they wanted to do one last viewing. I mean, you were going to cremate him anyway. We just helped you out. We cut the middleman out. Oh my goodness. Yo, I like going on dates. I haven't been, we all got date nights, couples and whatnot. Well, when you're younger, apparently, these young folks nowadays, they get creative with date nights. And so the 21-year-old Sanu Aliyu, and he was because he was a student at Georgia Southern, which is in Statesboro, Georgia. And he took a date. This is some balling stuff, right? You take your date down to the air yard, put her on a single-engine Cessna. You got your pilot and your co-pilot. Y'all get in the plane. You ball out. You do that short flight to Savannah, which is a beautiful town, romantic. You do a walk around. You have dinner. Do all that. Nice date. Fly back to Statesboro, right? Boy, it's going to be home when we get back to the crib tonight. Date gets out the plane. She walks towards the back of the propeller-powered plane. Meanwhile, he walked to the front of the propeller-powered plane and
he got cut.
Killed instantly. Right there.
He was drunk.
Right. Woo! I'm going to tear this ass up tonight, boy. I bet the neighbors know my name when they... That's it. Like, done. That's a shame, though. 21 years old. Happened last Sunday, 10:35. A pilot and a co-pilot are in the plane, but the investigation is limited. It's closed. So that's that for that young man. That's a shame, though. But you gotta pay it. Come on, man. He was drunk. Like you said, he was definitely lit up, having a little too much. I'm sorry, Charlie Murphy. I was having too much fun.
That's crazy because I just be thinking about when you do, activities like that. I guess it is expensive.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, how does a person, what are you doing when you get off the plane? She knew she was supposed to walk to
She had the good, right.
Why would you try to walk
There's a
over
big
to the
old
front?
blade walking back there.
Damn. I could just imagine that.
Yo,
instantly.
that'll put, whoa! That put a damper on the night.
Blood everywhere.
Right.
She can't even go up there and see him. His guts is out. Like, damn.
Oh,
That's like
my goodness. And then if you're the parents and you hear about that, like, I think of that 70s show where my man was always calling his son dumbass. You know, like, what if my man's father was always calling him dumbass right up until...
Look at this dumbass.
I knew that. I
knew he was going to do some dumbass shit.
I knew he was going to die some dumbass way.
Dumbass.
Oh, my goodness. So, Pete, we've seen basketball season tipped off.
Has it really?
I mean, it's begun. It's begun. It's been began. Sixers lost what? Sixers are on their road to the NBA Finals. The perennially contending Sixers. 0-3.
They lost 3?
They lost 3. Yeah, they were up.
They lost to the Celtics, the Bucks.
Lost to the Celtics, then the Bucks, and last night to the Spurs.
Doc Rivers is gone.
Hopefully.
Doc Rivers is gone.
Been warning you about him. You were supporting the black man.
I mean, who else is going to support us, bro?
I get you, but
who else? Who else is going to support us, bro?
I mean, we're talking our team right now. So,
and Joel Embiid is trying to get him fired.
Right. He got owned by the Atypical's been owning them forever anyway, though. Like
No. Then we beat the Bucks?
The other night? No.
I'm saying in the playoffs. We ain't never beat them in the playoffs? No? No. Joel Embiid, man, you gotta hustle, bro. I've been hearing it, so I haven't been able to watch a lot of the games on Comcast because I go in the house, I'll be done. But I've been listening to 94.1.
Right.
And they've been giving him Joel Embiid hell.
The what for?
Yeah, man. They saying he's not a leader. They say
definitely.
They say
not.
James Harden looks good.
Right.
You feel me? But they like, yo, Joel, man, where you at, man? Why you not a leader?
He's a front runner. I've been saying he's a front runner, and when it going gets tough, he's not gonna. Unfortunately, he needs somebody else to do that, and that's what you lost when you gave away Jimmy buckets.
That's definitely what you lost.
Because you made the choice, and you made the choice for this knucklehead right here that we got pictured right here. This is from a preseason game. I just wanted one last bit about bitch boy Ben Simmons before I'm gonna try and let this go, and then I'm gonna try and work on my cheating ass Tom Brady thing. Can we do that?
Yeah, go
ahead. All right. Then I'll get on somebody's couch, beat their ear up about it. All right. But look at this. To me, this is a microcosm. That picture is a microcosm of Simmons's pro career. It's warm-ups during a preseason game, right? And Simmons throws up a brick, which comes off right in the foreground. The brick comes off, hits Kyrie Irving right in the face, right? Instead of doing what does Simmons do? He does like that right there. He tries to creep away. Here, I'm going to show P a quick video of it. It's only like a few seconds, P. Can you see?
Say it with me.
Typical. I'm going to throw up a brick. That don't go well. Now I'm going to go and hide in the corner for the rest of the season.
My bad. Did I do that?
Typical. Oh, my goodness. There was a video. I tried to be cute with the videos this week, but I wasn't able to load it.
Did you see Kyrie's face, though, when he turned around?
He's just like this guy. I should have known it was you.
Known it was you.
As soon as that ball was coming at my face, I immediately saw you in my mind. Oh, my goodness. There's a video that came out, speaking of him throwing up bricks, there's a video that was out in the preseason Well, before the Nets were doing a little PR thing at the park, and so the players, were throwing up shots and whatnot. And so Simmons, he throws up a shot. How do you think that shot went, P?
I don't know.
I tell you what, that shot that he threw up in that video you just looked at, which bricked into Kyrie's face, that looked like buckets compared to what he threw up at this playground, right? So then he was getting roasted a bit for that, and so he got a little sad on us, as Ben is known to do. Oh shoot, did I close that window? Hold on. And so I got an interview. Who was he interviewing with? I want to say, he was on ESPN with Nick Fraldy, and he had this to say about it. He said Simmons, talking about the backlash for it, because everybody was when Twitter a fire right after that thing got posted, because there were people on this playground recording. So as soon as they saw the air ball, here it comes. So sure enough, Simmons, being Mr. Sensitivo that he was during this interview, he was talking about, he actually addressed it, I'll give him that, but let's listen to it. He's talking about the getting razzed by people about his lack of shooting. It finds me all the time. And it doesn't effing stop. Sometimes I'm even sick of it. But then I'm like, that just comes with being Ben Simmons right now. Even the other day, there was a clip of of me airballing a shot at the park. Meanwhile, 10 guys airball multiple shots. So it's like people will find the one clip and try to make it like that's everything. Like Ben can't do this or that. Like, come on, man. You think I'm just airballing every shot?
Yeah.
Yep. It's not true. It's not true. But it comes with it. And you gotta be tough and have tough skin. And I realize that, but I can't take everything personally. It's social media. No, I added that extra for dramatic effect, but that's what I was hearing when I was reading his words.
I bet you were.
Crying.
You're always looking to tear him down, bro.
Oh, Ben Simmons?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's what you do.
Tearing him down, please.
Yeah,
I'm being highly critical.
Highly fucking critical.
Yeah, because he gets my goat. A guy who's just, and he can't play. Maybe, and it's probably might be the hype, because look, all this whole, the things that he can do on the court. The guy can't play. Can't shoot, can't play. Simple as that. We talked about it from the first run of this show. He was probably my lead story, I think, too. But that's what it is. He was the first one. He led the show.
It gets like that sometimes.
Go ahead, bitch boy Ben. All right, well, listen, I'll take it back. I'll talk it down. I'll tone it down. I'll tone it down, P. I'll tone it down with this next story. So we've all, who is it? Is that Gerald or Dante that gives me the
weed shit?
Yeah. Talking about I'm on the wacky
Dante.
tobacco. Okay, that's Dante.
Yeah.
All right, so hear this. Uber Eats in Toronto, they are running a pilot program with in Toronto. You get your weed delivered. So you thought you were worried about that delivery driver going in that bag for a couple of fries. Now you know he definitely trying to get at your sack now. In 2013, actually as recently as 2018, weed was illegal in Toronto, but now as of this month, you can just order it right to your door. Tap, tap, tap. The bud is on its way, man. It's the first time Uber Eats has signed up for this particular kind of delivery, and it's done in partnership with an online marijuana marketplace called Leafly. Customers age 19 and older, because 19 is the legal drinking age up there. They place their cannabis orders on the Uber Eats app, and then drivers for the service have to be certified by Ontario's Cannabis Retail Education Program. Certified to take it from point A to point B? I don't know. Anyway, can sell, and they have to check the customer's age and sobriety upon the delivery. Why do I have to check the person's sobriety? Like, What if somebody's already, hey man, hand me the rest of it now? What? He's in the house. Like, I mean, I don't know. I guess you could still get in the car and the company could still be liable. So I guess that's legalese probably. The Munchies delivery, can you believe this? The Munchies delivery has to be separate. So you can't order your bud and your snacks. Since the cannabis stores must hire and train their own staff to do deliveries through the Uber software. So that means 2 different deliveries have to be arranged in order for you to have your chips and eat it too. No, I'll work on it. Another stipulation is that cannabis can only be delivered through authorized retail stores during hours that the store is open for business. Listen. If I got to make that call at midnight, I expect my weed guy to be there. But no, weed customers I would expect weed customers typically keep their hours close to regular old business hours, right?
No.
I mean, if it's just weed.
It's just weed.
I mean, college kids, sure, you're good making that call at 12:30.
They'll call you at any time.
Damn.
Like, literally. I had to put myself on the time. Like, I'm not leaving out of this house after 10.
Right.
You feel me?
Okay.
And you got to be buying more than an ounce for me to.
Right.
Literally.
I don't get out of bed for less than.
Yeah, I need a dime. I'm not.
Oh, yeah, no.
Boy, I'll meet you. No, I'm good.
Oh, another.
Oh, you bougie.
Snap.
Bougie.
Oh, dang, really?
I just know what I want.
No, well, yeah. I mean, like any business, though, I'm sure there's certain hours. Like, there was a guy that used to deliver right to my doorstep.
Right.
But, you knew it was after he got off of work and before he went in for the evening. So you had that 4-hour window each day to call him during, in order to arrange. I like to text him like an hour before he got off work. Put me on the list. But that was back when I did that kind of thing. Yeah, anyway,
you still do it.
Another Uber Eats says this delivery rollout will combat illegal pot markets, which cause trouble for licensed purveyors. And it will also, they believe that it will curb impaired driving by having the goods brought to the door. More than 40% of cannabis sales happen through illegal channels in Ontario. And they say that was in January through March of this year, according to the Ontario Cannabis Store. The Ontario so the whole province has just one big. We gotta go to Canada, P. You got your passport?
No.
All right, well, never mind. I'm going to Canada. No, we used to go to Canada a lot because actually Mansfield, even though it was in Pennsylvania, we were closer to Niagara Falls.
I'm not allowed over there.
No?
No, I'm a fella.
That's some BS.
Right.
What's that got to do with anything?
They don't let fellas in. Canada.
No,
No.
Actually, you know what? And I was just about to reference when we would go up there for college, and one guy, because we were going up there for the whole weekend,
right.
And one dude, they weren't going to let him in because he had a DUI.
Yeah.
I do remember that. Damn, a DUI. I'm like, he's not driving.
Now you remember.
Right. We about to leave his ass, right?
Yo, shit.
You got a cousin or somebody in Buffalo you can call?
Damn.
We ain't going back. That's a 3-hour drive, boss. We can't help you. P, speaking of, well, you just mentioned jail, so incarceration. So a while ago, right, I'm watching this show, and I can't remember. It must have been like one of those, it might have been 60 Minutes or something like that, right? But they were in a foreign prison, but they're talking to 2 prisoners, right? One of the prisoners is preparing dinner. And meanwhile, the other prisoner is messing with him, look how he's butchering the vegetables. This vegetables, not meat, this, that, and the other. But then I'm like, wait a second. He's got a knife in prison. So come to find out, they were in Scandinavia. These guys have individual quarters, and they're going to roll this out, P, at the prison here in SCI Chester. It's a minimum security prison involving 35 incarcerated men in the program. That's according to Jordan Hyatt and Synov Nygaard Anderson for Yahoo.com. The men are in single cells, and there's a community kitchen and with Nordic-like furnishings. Landscaped outdoor green space. Plants grow in the common areas, and there's a large fish tank, which we got pictured there in the area. That the area is set up to encourage people to gather and hang out. The staff ratio to incarcerated men is low, and correctional officers receive special training to facilitate communication with the residents. Calling them residents too. Interesting.
That's what they are. I mean, at the end of the day, I think that's the best way to help people that are going home, transition home, is to have them communicating with people.
And this is supposed to stimulate to continue normalcy. Yeah. Normalcy, as well as, like we talked about the gathering there, you got community as well.
They tried it a little bit with the working yard. Like when you reach two, I think it's 2R or 2C, as an inmate, there are different levels you're on, right? So when you reach a 2, you're allowed to go outside. You're allowed to work outside. You're allowed to be down in the area. But it's not single cells. It's more like a common area.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's definitely a dope situation. I see jails over and outside of America that treat people like people. Like, you committed this crime. You're here for this time.
Right.
But I'm not going to treat you like you ain't shit. Like, there are people that literally are not shit. You feel me? And for them, I hope they can get to a point where they are shit. But right now, their logical thinking doesn't allow them to even be around those type of people. So I think that's a dope situation. Shout out to SEI Chester. I hope they do that at every jail, where they're giving people an opportunity to breathe again, to get back to living normal life. Because when you come home from jail, bro, it's I don't know how many years. For me, it was 18 months after I came home.
Where you tried that readjustment?
That whole readjustment situation. I came home and was thrown right in with my wife and my 3 kids.
Okay.
And it drove me crazy because I had to figure out how to live out there again.
Because I've seen some guys, the way they come fresh out and the way they eat, they're like, hey, slow down. Taste it.
It's what I've been doing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if you've been doing it or living that way for a certain amount of time, it's going to take
autopilot.
It's going to take the exact same amount of time that you were living that way to get you over it. And then therapy is important. You feel me? Talking to somebody, right? Making sure that. So that's why I say your PO, your probation officer, should be your social worker when you come home from there. You shouldn't have another cop
where
over top.
They're just,
you know what I mean? Like, so
right down that neck.
The PO's job, male or female, should be to help you get a job, help you find suitable living arrangements, helping you to make sure you're able to get back and forth to work. You feel me? Not sitting there talking about, well, if you don't get a job, you're going to jail. If you don't pay us this money back, you're going to jail. So what happens to a person when
how am I going to get a job?
Right. I mean, if there's no support to help me change, why will I change? And I'm gonna keep it all the way a being. It's better on this side than it is on that side.
Right.
You feel me? So POs and everybody should be helping people to change, bro. You shouldn't be standing over top of nobody and forcing nobody, because people don't react to that. I've already been forced. I've been forced to wake up. I've been forced to take a shower. I've been forced to eat. I've been forced to go outside. Everything is documented and is scheduled, and it's hard.
Oh, I'm sure, man, because I couldn't imagine, because you're sitting there throughout the day, and also being on edge because of whatever social, political fucking hierarchy there is within those walls. But like I said, those guys were carrying knives.
Now the property of the state of Mississippi.
This is my bad. I played the clip too early before I.
Prisoners are now the property of the state of Mississippi, which used to say, "I own your ass."
Yeah, they're living under something like that, you know. And like we talked about plenty of times, how corruptible people are by having power over another. So you got that dynamic as well going on with corrupt guards, or possibly corrupt guards. Anyway, P, I got a unique situation for you this week.
What?
I got a unique situation for you.
Once a week, a person steps forward to be more than a person, to be an example, a beacon, a hero.
Who is electing hoes?
And that young lady is running for senator in Pennsylvania. Now, it's elect hoes because she's very forward about her past as a stripper.
What kind of stripper was she? Was she a burlesque stripper, or was she a full-on contact lap dance champagne?
She referred to it as sex work. Which,
okay, there it is.
There we go.
There it is. Hit the bell. Hit the bell. Hit the motherfucking bell. She is this week's weekly fucking hero. Come on, give me the rest. Give me everybody else. Let's go.
An officer was on routine patrol at 9:38 p.m. and saw a 10-year-old boy sitting in the driver's seat. Eventually, the van went through an intersection in reverse and went up an embankment into the front yard of a residence. The officer then placed the 10-year-old in the back seat of the car. That's when the 10-year-old boy told the officer his dad wanted him to have cereal before going to school in the morning, so his dad sent the boy to buy Cheerios at the store. He did. The officer found the boy's parents had been asleep. The boy then admitted he had just left home without his parents' knowledge to go to the store. 10 years old. 10 years old. By himself at 8:30. Driving. That's my hero. And he didn't crash.
It's time to find out who gets their cape and shades and takes to the sky as Who's Weekly Hero.
All right, peace. So, what you got is an interesting trifecta here. All right. What we have first is this young man, Pennsylvania resident, 19-year-old, and actually what he did was he got in a little trouble for he had a kangaroo. 19-year-old Cole Williams of Littlestown, Pennsylvania. He was cited last month after an investigation by the Game Commission. They were alerted to a suspicious post on Facebook. Williams wound up pleading guilty earlier this month to 3 summary counts, but a concerned citizen saw the post and saw that Williams was trying to sell a 6-month-old kangaroo on Facebook. He was charged when interviewed by the game wardens, who later applied for and received a search warrant for the home. He said that they found the animal hidden in a bedroom closet. Kangaroo was seized, taken to a facility where it will be cared for. But in Pennsylvania, possessing, importing, and selling exotic wildlife species without the proper permits is illegal. And young Cole Williams didn't have that. Officials say these laws are in place to protect the public as well as the native species. Now, Pete, why I'm submitting this to you is because young Cole, 19 years old, getting in trouble in an industrious and fun way. All right, just as a 19-year-old should be. And the antithesis of a lot of times when I'm reading teen, shot, teen, sheen, shot, teen. So, to me, this is why I'm submitting, for that reason, I'm submitting Cole Williams, 19-year-old, who is looking at charges, pled guilty to illegally selling this animal. He's getting in the proper 19-year-old kind of trouble. All right?
You think so?
Huh?
You think so?
Yeah, I'm down with him. It's a funny story if nothing else.
You're always down with somebody doing something.
I know you ain't talking. Why didn't my man just give that guy his converted machine gun? Why didn't he just give it instead of calling the cops last week? I was listening to that this week. I was like, what the hell is Pete talking about? There could be a body on that gun for all you know. Anyway, I digress. All right, Pete. So you got young Cole Williams, right? Next up, you've got 78-year-old Nora Langdon.
Oh, she lifting them weights.
Look at her, jacked. She's a power lifter. She's 80 now. Or no, she's 78. At the beginning of 2021, she was filmed squatting 159 kilograms in the gym. How much? I'm sorry. Sorry to disturb my American listeners. That's 350 pounds. So she can squat 350 pounds. She also can bench press 200. She can take you, P.
Yeah, she definitely
She can take me. She can bench. She literally could bench press me. I'm not even hitting the 200-pound mark. Can you imagine seeing Miss Langdon just push? Miss Langdon says faith and determination is a lot to do with what drives her. Also, she was just looking for some way to get. She saw a gym nearby. She walked in and she was watching people powerlift, and she was just curious. So she walked up to the guy that would eventually become her trainer, asked him, how do you get into that? And she told him she wanted to start training. He was skeptical at first, but she actually owns like 8 world records for her age group. So that is your second submission there, P. And the third and final one, another unlikely submission, because this is Mr. Kevin Spacey. And Spacey just beat a charge. So the jury found he was in a civil trial, and the jury found that he had not molested young Tony Rapp. Rapp, who was a young actor at the time, but this is years ago. They said the guy said that the molestation, because he said that Spacey picked him up, laid him in a bed, and then got on top of him. Spacey's lawyer said that, you getting that confused with a role you played with James Caan, right? And then, and it turns out dude did play in a movie with James Caan, in which Caan lays him on the bed, and his character molests this guy, right? But then Kevin Spacey whipped out the coup de grace. He turned around and said, Kevin Spacey said that he didn't come out up until he was an adult, up until these, when he got out recently. He hadn't come out because why? Because when he was a child, his Nazi father had terrorized him to the point where he was scared to come out. He said he got on the stand and testified over the course of days how he,
You said Kevin Spacey came out?
Yeah. Well, Kevin Spacey's out, huh?
I always knew he was gay.
Right. There was always a certain effeminence to him. He could play the Southern dandy. Right. He could play the Southern dandy quite well.
Man, everyone's gay once in a while. Man, everyone's...
I say he a little...
He a little sweet.
Is he? I don't know. Is he? I'll wait for him to come out and say he is.
Right. So there you go.
When he first started, there wasn't a whole lot of people that were out.
Right.
The support wasn't there. You feel me?
Because even one of my favorite movies he plays in, Buddy.
And then he would have always had to play a gay actor. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It looks like you've been, what's that word? Typecast? Yeah, you look like that happened to you already. Yeah.
You hardly, I'm not going to say it never happens, but you hardly ever see a gay man that comes out and claims that he's gay being able to play a straight character. And
not well enough. I'm not buying it.
No, that's not what you like. You feel me? So he didn't want to limit himself, so that's why he ain't come out. I ain't knocking him, but I ain't giving him nothing. Next, who's the next person?
That's it. Those are your
I picked the 19-year-old with the kangaroo trying to sell it. You feel me? Shout out to Strong Grandma.
Every day I'm hustling.
Every day, bro. Shout out to Strong Grandma. That's definitely tight, but I'm not gonna give her, Peas Weekly hero. I'm gonna give it to the brother that was hiding the kangaroo in the closet trying to sell it. You feel me? Because that's important. He's creating a way to make money for him and his family. How much was he selling it for?
That's what doesn't say. That's what I was mad about, because I was curious. How much does a baby kangaroo go for in the black market nowadays?
Shit, McDonald's will give you $10,000. You feel me? Let it grow up so they can make their burgers. My grandma used to say it was kangaroo meat.
Nice.
Right.
Man, grandma, that would have had to been flown in.
Eating that kangaroo meat.
Well, grandma, as long as you put if you put two all kangaroo patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, and a sesame seed bun.
It's a Big Mac.
Yeah, there you go. That's the song. He remembers the song. Wait, do you remember No, I can't sing a quarter pounder. All right.
Ain't no
All right,
quarter pounder song.
So we're giving it the 19-year-old gets the cape and shades. All right, so we talked about what we've been talking about before, Pete. We talked about last week about some Yasa bossing. We talked about your boy Kanye and how, the whole White Lives Matter thing. But this week, and hopefully, oh man, I can't wait. I wish I wasn't able to get this video. I saw, you sit down and you can't watch your regular broadcast television without the,
Without the what?
I got
reading the
distracted
comments.
again. I know, right? Especially without my damn glasses. It's easy. Now I'm on a third grade read level. Will be awesome. I can't. But
that would be awesome if they can be more than an official of law to help you get back on your feet. He's talking about the POs and
yeah.
I mean, because that's what people need when they come home from jail. They need social services.
Right.
They need someone on their side.
Coaching, yeah.
They don't know how to do this. They don't know how to live out here. You can't think that if you've never been to jail, bro, that changes your whole skew on things, bro.
Oh.
You feel me? And if
Are you kidding me?
And if you go to jail and you're there for longer than a year, you're now institutionalized
That's
to do
already,
things just
yeah.
like that. So you need somebody there, but on to the next time.
Actually, you know what? We're going to do next week. We're not going to do any crazy stories. We're going to do what I've been watching, right? We ain't done that in a while.
Right. I know you've been watching
oh boy. We're
a
back
lot of
up
dumb
on
shit.
that. No, but actually, there is a show on A&E that I thought might be a little interesting, but I was watching it. It's called Inmate to Roommate. And Inmate to Roommate. So people like say you knew somebody that was in prison. Somehow we connected, whether through one of those groups that are trying to, what have you. So I say I'll sponsor this person, and A&E brings their film crew and they film it as the person moves in. This is his residence. I'm hosting him or keep helping him get. I am his address, for parole and all that.
That's vicious.
Yeah. So we'll talk about that next week.
I want to see that.
So as far as me watching dumb shit, I got two words
You
for you. Oh my goodness! But your boy Herschel was doing his thing.
Herschel Walker, man. Shout out to Herschel Walker. He's running for Senate. I hope he doesn't get in.
You hope he doesn't?
Doesn't.
Okay.
Why would I want him to win?
Oh, no. Especially when he's talking.
They take the clean air. They take our clean air and give us their dirty air.
Here they are putting a microphone in front of him again. This was the week before last. I meant to have it last week.
Whose badge he got?
In our military?
Oh, man. Well, that's it. At the debate. So the debate, he did do the one debate last week. Or no, the week before last. He did the one debate with Warnock, but he skipped the next debate. Because he's saying, oh, it's a sham. So he's saying, no, I did one, I'm good. So he actually pulls out this badge. It's an unofficial badge that was given to him by this police department. And so he carries that with him. So he had it right there. He whipped it out on the stage at during the debate.
He whipped it out.
He whipped it out of his pocket, right? So then this is after that debate where the interviewer brings it up again.
What is this badge?
And he pulls it out of his pocket again.
Oh yeah, I keep these badges on me.
And so actually he got prank called. There's this thing called tuning out the news, right? And what they have is they have animated newscasters, and they pretend to, like, when you listen to them, if you listen to them on the surface, you would think that they're conservative.
Right.
But when you really listen to it, they're making fun of the conservatives and whatnot. But Herschel Walker actually got prank called by these people the other day. And let's see if we got the audio. Hold on here. Let me go back, because this was quite. And I'm sure he changed his number since. I would hope he's changed the number since then. But where we got here? I want it on YouTube. Damn it. There we go. We're probably going to get an ad in a moment. But it took Herschel a moment to catch on. As you might imagine, I mean, he is brain damaged after all. Excuse me, sir. That brain damage, domestic violence, perpetually lying, Yasser Boston black man ran for 1,800 yards and helped the Georgia Bulldogs win the 1981 national championship. Go Dogs. Here's Herschel right here in this prank call with tuning out the news.
I call the police before I forget. Just hold on 1 second here.
Sure.
Hello?
Mr. Walker, hey, this is James Smartwood from Big News. Do you have a second to chat?
What paper are you with now?
It's Big News. Basically, what I wanted to do was I wanted to report a crime. I left my window down in my car last night. Someone stole my laptop out of the passenger seat, and so I'm just trying to figure out if there's any way in your, as someone who's a law enforcement person, if there's any way you could take a look at it.
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll report the thing and all that and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'll be great, but what we'll do is you got a number I can call?
Yeah, sure. 1 second. It's
Wait, let me get this.
Sure. No, I mean, if it is something you could take care of, is it something where you could go down there and kind of get some fingerprints, check out the security cameras and all that?
You said
you a cop, right?
Okay.
5, 6, 5, 0, 3. But I'm just trying to, the main thing though is I want to get to this laptop. Is there any chance you could hop in the squad car, flick on the siren, come down here, maybe like go undercover or something?
What can you do? Can you do anything?
No, I mean, I'm not actually, I think I don't have the authority.
Yeah, let me call you this number here.
That sounds great. All right, thank you, sir. I gave him the wrong number.
Took him a minute to catch on, but then he got.
A minute.
It took Herschel a minute to
It
catch.
ain't taking him a minute to catch on. He caught on. He knew what it was from the beginning.
You think so?
He just wanted to continue to play.
Oh, okay. He said, "I'll play along. I'll bite."
Why get
Okay.
upset? You feel me? They could be recording this.
Right. But that's when you realize that you're wasting my time. Listen, let me direct you to my.
Can you do that, Downey?
My man was like, "Listen, you a cop, right? You flashing the badge. Go check on my laptop, dude."
Go get my car. What's wrong with you?
Oh my goodness, yeah, man. Herschel's funny. That's my man. Hold on, what did he say at this? He said something at this. This is before that.
In our military.
Oh, I need to turn this up a little bit because, yeah, like you said, when you put a he does better on a phone call though. I'll give him that. He does better on a phone call than he does with a mic in front of him.
Yeah, it's Herschel Walker.
He's a little scary with that mic in front of him.
In our military, how do
Where
you
the volume
identify in our?
I thought I turned this.
Good.
Got you. Okay, yeah, there we go. Thank you. Hold on, I'll run it back.
Pronoun in our military. How do you identify in our military? This is war times. What happened to push-ups? Sit-ups. Because I can tell you right now, China, Iran, and Russia not talking about pronouns.
He said
Pronouns. What happened to sit-ups?
Pronouns.
They talking because you know how the GOP's been doing. They just say buzzwords nowadays. They just say buzzwords. So pronouns, BLM, defund the police to get their people all. I hate that. And it's got to be so exhausting to be a Fox News viewer, dude, because you're constantly hit with a barrage of today's conspiracy theory that's out to get you.
That's both sides. Don't need the side.
Oh yeah, true. You know what?
Don't need the side really speak for me though. You know what I mean? Honestly.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chester High's homecoming yesterday, bro. Like, that was a major event. I liked it. We are selling T-shirts right now, man. CMPRadio.net, man. The Station, homecoming, 2022, $30. You get a book bag. You feel me? You get 2 wrist bracelets. And you get a T-shirt and a pen, just in case you want to write something down. You know, something that you sold.
If you're like me from the 90s, you always trying to write down them numbers.
Right. $30.
You don't reach in your phone nowadays.
$30. You get the shirt, the bag, the hat. I mean, not the hat. The shirt, the bag, the bracelets.
Tax included.
Right. All that good stuff. Yep, Fox and all the rest too. Absolutely. Thank
you, Shanta. Shanta.
Right.
How do I look, Pete? Does my sexiness increase once I
No.
have some orange?
No.
It's because you're a hater.
Orange and black shirts.
Oh, you got black ones too?
Yeah.
All right, well, as you can see, I love black. So.
Right.
You sure?
I'm sure.
I feel sexier once it goes on, just laying it across me.
I'll let a lady tell you that. I'm not going to tell you how sexy you are in that shirt.
Oh, well, I'm bringing
What's wrong with you, bro?
So I'm not, you don't know if I'm bringing the sexy back yet?
I don't think so.
No?
No.
All right. Oh, speaking of, you know what though? I didn't have the video ready to go, but they're the Democrats. You talked about the Democrats and how dude, they are going, I can't wait. You know, every year, but this year, they're putting so much money into the ads. You know, every year, you're like, damn, I can't wait till
it's all over.
I can't wait till it's over.
I done seen more.
But they
John Fetterman lived with his mother and father until he was 49 years old.
Boom, boom.
Oz killed dogs.
And the ads that they bring in too, boom. Yo, there was this one ad. There's this one anti-abortion ad, and it was by this guy.
Anti-abortion. So they're against people that are against not getting abortion.
Or no, yeah, the people that are against the abortion being outlawed. Like it's, so it starts. So there was a commercial for I think his name is hold on here. Actually, let me get I thought I have the audio. I mean, hold on. Let me see if I have this video. Like you can hear the audio because it's. Whew, they brought it. Oh yeah, there it is. Give me 1 second, folks, because you get here. I'll play the audio because you can pretty much listen. And P.
What?
Oh, let me turn her up. What's up with the volume on my or this app right here plays the videos low. So here, I'm gonna jack it up. I'm gonna jack it up here. Can you turn my voice up a little bit? Or not my voice, but the video. But here you go. There's a knock at the door. Here's the scene. Family's at dinner. There's a knock at the door.
Mary Anderson?
It's the cops.
I have a warrant for your arrest.
Arrest for what?
Unlawful termination of a pregnancy.
You gotta be kidding me.
That is my personal business.
That's for the courts to decide, ma'am. Your medical records have been subpoenaed, and Dr. Landry's already in custody.
No, my God, you can't just.
You will have to submit to a physical examination.
What? By who?
No one's touching me.
Pulled out the
Turn around. Put your hands behind your back. Now.
Why is this happening? Love you. Hey there.
We're just enforcing the law here.
Elections have consequences. Vote Democrat on November 8th.
Terrifying. The Democrats are trying to terrify the hell out of people now.
I mean, that's what.
But it's and this by Eric Swalwell for.
That's a little too deep.
Yeah. Dude.
Like,
the first time I saw it, I was like, I had to blank it up like this.
I really wish you could have played the video. Right? But that is scary.
It's a bit much, guys. Yeah.
No. I mean, literally, that's what they're saying they're gonna do, though. You know what I mean? Like, and
you know,
when they overturned Roe versus Wade, that was the end, bro. Like, you know, now every state, each individual state has the right
has
to
their own
prosecute
thing to go, yeah.
doctors that give abortions.
Then he said it in the commercial. Right. Your doctor's already been
arrested.
We already got him.
Now we're coming for you.
He in the box giving you up now.
Right. And we got to give you a check. She's like, by who?
Right.
Who's going to check her? Another doctor?
Yeah, I'm assuming that they're going to have her, like some doctor that's on their payroll that they can make her feel as uncomfortable as possible.
Oh, man.
No, it's okay because I'm about to play another one. Yeah, man. Oh, this is Senator. I don't think he's up for re-election right now. This is Senator Ron Johnson of Wisconsin. I don't know if you follow. You don't follow it like that, do you? I don't blame you. Because you know what? I found that I'm going to stop doing I'm going to stop doing politics as much because the closer I get to politics, the further I get away from sports. I feel like sometimes.
It's all the same thing.
Okay. Right. Because
it's a competition.
Now this is Johnson on Fox Business a couple of weeks ago. I've been meaning to play this, but listen to, if you can tell, this Freudian slip that he's about to have.
annual threat hearing, and my ranking member would always be bringing up white supremacy, which I condone. I mean, I condemn, but.
Yep.
Which I condone.
I condone.
Oh shoot! I forgot the mic is on. The camera's in here. I'm acting like I'm at home.
It's hard to take your mask off and keep it on.
Right. How about that?
Right.
How about that?
Right. And
Ask Will Smith. Yeah. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah. No, that's real.
Oh, but I tell you what, Pete, we're going to end on. Listen, I'm going to blow your mind with this last one because, as we close out this coverage on political ads. All right. Oh, no, not yet. She about to come. Listen, our next story, Pete, the final story. Look at that little old grandma right there. And this little old lady, she just looked like
she looked like what's her name wife?
Who's that?
The Bush wife.
Oh, right. She does look a little Barbara.
Yeah,
yeah. She looks a little the father's mother. HW. Yeah.
She looks just like her, bro. I guarantee you. And she said something Republican.
That's Linda Paulson, and she's trying to figure out why you don't understand how she got hot fire on the microphone. Check it out, check out her election ad here, P. This audio. Here, I can imitate the dance she's doing right here.
Hey, Utah District 12, listen up right here. There's a new name on the ballot for the Senate this year. My name is Linda Paulson, Republican and awesome. Love God and family and the Constitution. I tried to get another conservative to run. Nobody could do it, so I'm getting it done. I'm pro-religious freedom, pro-life, pro-police, the right to bear arms and the right to free speech. I want less government control and regulation, want to stop and expose all political corruption where there's integrity, morality, accountability. Government programs should lead to self-sufficiency and support traditional family as the fundamental unit of society. But in schools, they're pushing for new beliefs. And just to clarify, as a female adult, I know what a woman is. I love this country. It's a blessing to be free, but freedom comes with...
When I first saw that, I was like, God damn! Even for Utah, that's incredibly white. Man, I'm like, holy smoke. And don't no brothers stay in Utah. Even the brothers that's on the NBA, the Utah Jazz could only keep one brother, and that was Karl Malone, because he could drive his little 18-wheeler all over the place. They had plenty of space for that. But other than that, all the brothers that get drafted by Utah, they get gone from Utah, except for Carlos Boozer when that check brought him into town. But he wound up leaving soon afterwards, too. Brothers don't stay in Utah. And here, why? It's because of people like Linda Paulson.
Shanta wants to know, where is this again?
This is in Utah.
No, where'd you get that from?
Oh, where did I get this?
Yeah.
She's online. Linda Paulson, yeah, rapping Granny. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Hold on, P. Let me see if I can post this. I'm going to try and get all tech. Can I get technological with it?
No, don't do that.
Yeah, I'm going to do it because I'm crazy like that. So wait, what I'm going to do, because we're trying, you talked about evolving, right? So what I want to be able to do, P, is, do you have shows where the host, they're talking to you and whatnot, but also participating in the...
How can you do both?
In the live chat? No?
I want to see. Because you can't read and talk at the same time. So then we had those, see how we just had that pause?
Says you.
Right.
Well, hold on. Shanta, I'm going to post the link to it in the live. I'm going to see if I can post the link to it in the Jimmy John there. All right, peace. So what do I do now? No, I'm kidding. Hold up. Wait, I got this. Give me a second. Hold up. I can do this. I go to, there we are. There it is. Now I'm going to click comment. Grandpa, unmute yourself. Yeah, that's me right now. Grandpa, unmute yourself. Hold on here, P. So now I hit comment. It's been so long since I've, well, why can't I comment, P? Okay, there we go. And here you go, Shanta. Boom, goes the dynamite. Look at that, P. I know my way around one of these computers. I know my way
What you
around.
do?
I thought I posted. Oh, look at that! I posted the link to Rapping Granny's video.
Right.
I love how she said, "I'm for the Second Amendment. I'm for pro-religious freedom. I'm for this, that, and the other." They don't say anything to an agenda. You just shout catchphrases. Now that's what I guess that's what campaigning for office is now. Just yell a catchphrase and.
I mean, when you know your group, you know who you're trying to get.
And that's the thing too. Like nobody's gonna. Not that anybody was gonna look at that and say, "I'm not voting for her now." No. Nobody's flipped one way or the other.
Right.
Yeah.
Music video.
Yeah, these
But she says she's a woman. Is she against abortion?
Oh, I'm sure.
She's
from
woman.
Utah. I'm sure she wants as many babies pumped out as possible.
And that's what the whole situation is about.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like it's not about
Numbers
us.
game.
It's like, yo, and by 2030, they know, like, we're not going to be the majority. It's not going to work that way. You feel me? So, it's like, damn, we got to get this thing done, man. Like, abortion was created so that, white people could say, all right, I only want 2 kids. But on the other side,
right, but
when you got black people having 8, 9 kids, you feel me? Like, because that's what we do. We create villages. Then everybody gets scared of that. Nobody really wants to, so now they're like, all right, if we just outlaw abortion, period, that'll stop. And it's really going to be forced upon white people.
Oh yeah,
like
there's going to be plenty. I'm cracking up because when they did it, I'm like, oh man, I can't wait until there's going to be plenty of white girls that walk into the house and that Tyrone got me pregnant.
Oh, well, we can't have abortions. We don't believe in that here, son.
We do now. We do just for this one, but now after that,
shotgun
before
wedding.
this and after this, we don't believe in abortion.
You're going to marry my daughter. I don't know what you're talking about.
What if somebody knocks up your daughter?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah. Why not?
I would try it. My thing is with the kids, like my mom.
You're already in love.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's what y'all telling me. So let's go get married.
How in love are you?
Like I'm not. Let's go get married.
You want to take a chance on some misery?
There ain't no misery. You feel me? Like they say they in love, bro. Like when you in love, this is what you do. You get pregnant, you get married, bro. It's just that simple. What you mean? Ooh.
Scary.
Why is it scary? That's life.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Plenty of people get married all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I can go with that. Absolutely. You get.
I mean, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
It looks like a rewarding experience.
It is.
And I always appreciate.
Let's raise this child together in a house with the mother and father. You feel me?
And I always appreciate seeing other people be rewarded.
Yeah, you don't have the mental capabilities of getting married.
You're too special
and having children. You feel me? You're a selfish motherfucker.
No, shoot, are you kidding me?
I'm trying to be able to do whatever I want to do.
As disorganized as I am, it behooves me to have a woman around constantly because women are more organized than men.
Well, if you get a woman that want a baby, what you gonna do? Nothing. See, you running.
What am I going to do?
You running. Look. Yeah. Yeah, you scared. Arrangements, marriages work. Yeah, they definitely work.
Wait, she's saying arranged marriages?
Yeah.
You know what? They just resign themselves. They resign themselves to it. Like, no, I don't love him today, but
we stepped away from that. We were raised in that, but that's how it broke down during slavery.
Well, marriage was always a business deal.
Get to know each other.
Yeah. You'll come to love her. Don't worry about it. Right.
But if you don't come to love him, somebody will die before the other person. You feel me? Y'all raise children together. You feel me? Keep it moving. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day.
There was this show I watched on HBO called Rome, and it was set in the Roman times and whatnot. And there was one scene where this girl, her mother makes her not making her marry another boy instead of the boy that she wants to marry. She's like, no, I want to marry Glavius, mother. I love him. And then the mother and the one girl look at her and then go, married for love. They said that was them verbatim. Because like you said, nobody got married for love. So like you said, the arrangement eventually worked itself out. And cmpradio.net, thank you for riding on the D Train with Darren DeVoue. It's the best way to start your week off. Don't forget The CMP Chester 2022 Homecoming Value Pack. You get these orange. These T-shirts are available in orange or black. The black. What's the lettering color?
Huh?
What's the letter color on the black?
Orange.
So there we go.
What's
So
wrong
it's
with
I figured so. It could have been white.
Why would it be white?
Because
it's white on the bag?
Because it's on the damn bag. That's why.
That's the bag.
All right, but who's it? That's why I was asking for the clarification.
Yeah, you always need
all.
clarification, man. Hey, Mom, how you doing? Good morning. I wouldn't wake up at 7 o'clock to watch my son do nothing. I'll catch it on the replay. Hey, that nigga.
Oh, that's that tough love, huh? Yeah. So yeah, $30. It gets you the two bracelets, T-shirt, orange or black, and the bag as well.
Absolutely.
So
and we got 200 of them.
How do I? Even though I'm directly in front of him to get a
Cash App, CMP Radio, $30 cash. You know, and if you come with 50, I might give you 2.
2 for $5. 2 for $5.
Let me know the size. You feel me? And let's keep on. It's like a commemorative situation, right?
Oh, definitely.
Remembering this year's homecoming, it was a great event. Great energy. You in Florida now? Oh, all right, you good. And just continuing to keep it going, man. Like the only thing stopping us is us. At the end of the day,
I tell you, I'm not playing around next year. I'm okay. Y'all want to do homecoming chess? I'm going to be at a spot in the parking lot at 7 in the morning.
Yeah, we'll be there. We'll be there. Like I said,
I have a grill. I'm going to be grubbing all that stuff.
Like I said, this year I wanted to do some things, but everything that happened. Once I had my stroke, it was like, all right, I can't. I can only do but so much. You feel me? I'm not trying to overwork myself. I'm not trying to drive myself into a hole nowhere. I'm trying to be here. So, I had to take a step back.
Playing the long game, right.
So next year, we're going to put it together, and we're going to make sure homecoming is done right. We're going to let everybody know, let the people know with all the equipment and everything, when we need the equipment set up, how we need the equipment set up, and, just get that done.
Right
just, put the station on and put the city on as well.
Right on. Wow.
Right. So it won't just be me, it'll be everybody that has a show.
There we go.
You know what I mean? Like, and we keep rotating in and out, you feel me, throughout the game. Have 2 TVs on the side with the game going on live, you feel me? And we just entertain people.
Oh, I'm sure you're going to be handing out things for people to throw at me, I'm sure. When I'm
tomatoes.
Yeah,
Tomatoes.
Corny Philly nigga, get out.
But you going to be in the game.
Right,
you know what I mean? You'll be in the game, doing the game, so you ain't got to worry about nobody throwing nothing at you. You feel me? And you'll be up in the stands. and then, we'll be out there amongst the people. Right?
That's what's up.
Absolutely.
One last thing, though, people, before we go now.
Sure.
I know we like to end on a high note.
Yeah.
I almost got into it yesterday at the game.
Yeah.
Well, I had to throw my hands up. This young lady was walking right towards me.
Right.
And her eyelashes, dude, they were like she was back there.
Right.
But the eyelashes was up in my face, and I was like, whoa. These eyelashes out of control, ladies. But I'm sorry, people. Finish what you were saying.
No, I'm good. I'm good on that. I'm good on that. Ladies, wear your eyelashes however big you want to wear your eyelashes. I appreciate them.
Petite, Jurassic size, P don't care.
I do care.
Get your lash on.
I always get on my daughter for it. Like, why you got them big ass eyelashes on? But that's what they want to do, so you let them do what they want to do, and hopefully eventually they run into
outgrow it. Yeah, it's just a fad.
You feel me? Like I had to realize that no matter how much I continue to say, no, I don't like it, she's going to continue to do it anyway. So that's CMPRadio.net. This has been the D Train with Darren DeVoue.
And don't forget, for all your home renovation needs, check out LeBron Construction LLC. Check out their Facebook page. For all your printing needs, go to Pressure Ink. And for any of the rest of CMPRadio.net's sponsors, check out the CMPRadio.net page or check out our Facebook page at CMPRadio.net on Facebook. Also, Facebook and YouTube, you can catch up on any of CMPRadio.net's content that you have missed. And thank you for joining us. Thank you for choosing us to spend a little bit of your time with to start your week. After all, though, it is the best way to start your week. Next week, we're going to just talk TV. The boob tube, P. I'm about that life this week. We're going to have some interesting discussions. I'm telling you.
Okay, that's what you say.
All right.
I don't believe you.
Just sign us off. We out of here. Have a great, peaceful, productive, positive week, everybody. We'll see you next week.
I got 2 words for you.
Suck it.
Suck it. CMPRadio.net. Let's go.
Train 681. Train 681. You appear to be making an unscheduled stop. Are you having problems? Over.
We are not ramping down. We're just getting started. Nothing stops this train. Nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain calm. As you can see, the train is being tented. Once tenting is completed, you will be disembarked in an orderly fashion.